After everything that had happened, the heartbreaks, the lessons, and the plans that fell apart, I decided it was time for a fresh start. I packed my bags, said goodbye to my hometown, and moved to a new city. It was scary leaving everything behind, but it also felt freeing. This was my chance to rebuild my life from scratch, to find out who I was without the baggage of my past holding me back. The first thing I needed was a job. I applied everywhere: restaurants, stores, and even warehouses. It wasn't easy starting over in a place where no one knew me. Weeks passed, and the rejection emails started piling up again. One afternoon, sitting in my small apartment and staring at another, "We regret to inform you" email, it hit me. Why was I chasing jobs I didn't even care about? Why not create something of my own? I remembered all those late-night conversations at the bookstore with Mrs. Taylor. She used to say, "The most successful people aren't always the ones with degrees. They're the ones with drive and a willingness to learn." That's when the idea struck me. I could start my own business. I didn't have a college degree yet, but I didn't need one to get started. What I needed was knowledge. So, I dove headfirst into learning everything I could about running a business. I watched videos, read books, and signed up for free online courses. I learned about budgeting, marketing, and customer service. I even picked up some graphic design skills, thinking about the cafe I once dreamed of opening. But this time, I wanted to start small. Walking through my new neighborhood, I noticed something. There were no decent food trucks nearby, even though the area was full of students and young professionals. That's when the idea came to me. A food truck serving quick, affordable meals with a unique twist. I started planning immediately. I sketched out menus, researched permits, and calculated startup costs. It wasn't going to be easy, but for the first time, I felt like I was working towards something that was truly mine. I used the savings I had and took out a small loan to buy an old truck and refurbish it. I named it Mike's Bites and painted it bright yellow so it would stand out. Opening day was nerve-wracking. I didn't know if anyone would show up, but by lunchtime, there was a line down the block. People loved the food, and they loved that I was a young guy chasing his dream. As the weeks went by, business picked up. I worked long hours, but I didn't mind because every day brought me closer to my goal. Starting over in a new city wasn't just about running away from my past. It was about creating a future I could be proud of. I didn't need a fancy degree or a perfect plan. I just needed the courage to take the first step. And as I stood in front of my food truck, serving customers with a smile, I realized I was finally on my way. This wasn't just the start of a business. It was the start of the life I always dreamed of.